What is going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's video, it's a bit of a heated debate type of deal. So not too long ago, Moist Critical uploaded a video about Def Noodle's like underground club like debate thing or whatever, and like you can say like yo mama jokes and stuff like that. It's a very weird club thing that Def Noodles has. But the whole thing started with this. Okay, all this started with this little clip that was captured on a phone. So as you can see there, Def Noodles pushed a person, and I mean, as you can see, obviously from the footage, that they were saying something like rebar or red bar or something like that, or freaking Bart Simpson or whatever the hell they were chanting. But apparently, the guy that was there, um, well, according to Moist Critical, which I will show in the video, his video, um, that he was there to pretty much pull pranks. Like, oh, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. That he was there to bully Def Noodles' weird underground roasting club or whatever the hell they are. The freaking roasters of the 21st century, whatever the hell. And, I mean, in the end, I mean, there was no need for Def Noodles to push him or shove him if they were chanting rebar or whatever the hell they were chanting. Like, I feel that wasn't, I think that was taken a bit too far.
If you're gonna start some shit, you gotta finish that shit. You know, it's like vegetables. You gotta finish your plate. You can't just take a bite. If you're gonna push this guy and he's ready to respond, now it's on you to employ the knight's honor, the code of conduct. You have started this fight. Now it is your time to engage in it. I don't like when someone does that and then immediately hides behind the muscle. So yeah, I do think that's pretty cowardly. However, I also don't think that this push is grounds for Def Noodles to be locked up, thrown in the slammer, or sued or anything. Yes, it is by definition assault, but I've always said this and I feel very strongly about it, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but I've always believed if you're going to go somewhere just to be a douchebag and try and instigate like a confrontation or just be like a general menace, then you shouldn't be surprised when somebody fights back. I've always said this about pranksters, for instance, where a prankster's main shtick is, I'm gonna go step on someone's nice shoes or, do something to actually like cause distress to someone else. You should not be surprised if somebody fights back. You asked for it. This is your fault. This is always mainly applied to pranksters for me because a lot of the pranksters will go to like unsuspecting people out in society and like talk about beating their ass or like threatening them as part of their joke. And I've just always believed that they have the right to now do something about that. Like, you have threatened them. Now I think they should have every right to shove you away or whatever afterwards. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because I actually don't believe that this applies to Def Noodles here at all. He wasn't the one being threatened or in any immediate danger, and if he felt like the audience was in danger, he should have called security to handle the situation instead of trying to take it into his own hands like Batman, like some kind of fucking vigilante. This is a situation where he should have relied on the professionals that were there. Apparently, there was security there, so he should have had them do their job and take this guy away if he felt like he was a danger to the crowd. But he didn't. He came up and shoved him from behind, and I don't think there's any way for him to really justify that and come out looking good from it. However, the reason why I just mentioned my perspective on like pranksters bringing it upon themselves when someone lashes out in response, the reason I mention that is because I feel like the guy here, I think his name is Salvo, he should have absolutely no grounds to try and be like this moral authority about how Def Noodles assaulted him and he's a victim or he's going to press charges or this and that. I don't know if he's trying that, but I just want to make it clear if he does try that shit, I'll have zero respect for him. He came there with the intention of causing a commotion, a big hoopla, trying to get a rise out of Def Noodles or the crowd, and that's exactly what he got, and he got pushed for it.
So yeah, as you can see there, according to Charlie, or Moist Critical, that, well, apparently the guy was just there to cause a commotion, to pretty much just rile Def Noodles up for being such a douchebaggy person, for doing this underground fight club rant thing, or whatever the hell these guys are doing. And I mean, and I agree with Moist Critical. I mean, he didn't really deserve to get, shoved or pushed, as he said. But I mean, I think in the end, I mean, the guy wasn't really all like in the right to, do something like that, to like start them chanting like, yeah, 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 rebar or whatever the hell they were saying, because it's supposed to be a like club type of deal where people are supposed to roast each other or something like that. But the guy that was shoved, his name was Salvo or something like that, or his name is Salvo. I have his video too, saying his side of the whole debate thing. That apparently he was just there because according to Def Noodles, he's always wanted a YouTuber to come in his roast battle, wanted to get roasted by some other YouTuber. So Salvo fulfilled the wishes of Def Noodles to go in there and start, roasting Def Noodles. But as you can tell, he got shoved off the stage, which was the most random thing ever.
I went there because Def Noodles invited me. I went there to fulfill Def Noodles' dream about another YouTuber going to roast him on a stage in real life and not on Twitter. That's why I went out there. That's why I bought the plane ticket. That's why I made it a spectacle. Because I was invited by Dennis to perform at the roast and to be part of the main event. It's on the poster. It's on the promotion. Dennis talks about it, multiple podcasts and videos. I talk about it. But you don't do any research. You don't look into it. You don't really even care, and it becomes a problem when you put it out and then people think that I went there to harass and to straight up cause a commotion. Wow, that truly doesn't really bother me that people think that. It just goes to show you how fucking lazy you are and about how you really don't really think about the content that you're making, and you rather put on a clean white shirt and you brush your hair, you put on a snapback, you press record, and you mumble and you monotone through another video, leaving everything to be desired.
I think no matter what, it's a big overreaction from Def Noodles here. Unless, of course, there was an imminent threat where the guy was on stage talking about he's going to stand behind. And if you're going to push this guy and he's...
I'm skipping a little bit.
I've always said this about pranksters, for instance, where a prankster's main shtick is, I'm going to go step on someone's nice shoes or, do something to actually, cause distress to someone else. You should not be surprised if somebody fights back. You asked for it. This is your fault. This is always mainly applied to pranksters.
Okay, as you can tell there, Salvo is getting mad at Charlie. He's like, oh, you just put on your snapback, you sleek up your hair, and you start mumbling words. Well, in my opinion, as a content creator and as a viewer of the situation, in my opinion, honest opinion, I feel that they should just settle in, be like, you know what, it's fine, it was a mistake, I'm sorry, just apologize to each other. Because Charlie isn't a bad person, and he's not lazy or anything like that, like how Salvo is saying. He's just saying it because he felt that Charlie did the other 50% of Salvo's, bit, and that he pretty much did him dirty. In a way, he kind of didn't, because, in the end, who cares if you went or not? It happened, that's it, end of story, you don't have to make such a big whoopla about it, Be like, well, you said the wrong thing, and that's not true. It's like, well, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. It already happened. The day already passed. It happened, and that's it. You don't have to get all heated up about it. It's just some stand-up thing. A YouTuber did a video about it, reacting to it, put his opinion, and that's it. That's literally it. Yes, he was stating things. Maybe he might not have been 100% factually correct, but keep in mind, in that moment in time, he probably didn't know. So, in my honest opinions, I feel they should just be like, it's okay, it's fine, we're both sorry, and end of story, But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? And before I end off this video, I would like to say that we are now selling the Champa sweater and the Champa aqua bottle. The store will be in the description below. We are also selling the Champa iPhone case and the Champa mug as well. And we're also selling the Champa t-shirts and the Champa sliders. I hope you guys enjoyed, and other than that, that's it.